Okay.
I'm far away from nowhere, on my own, like Tarzan boy. Hide and seek, I play alone while rushing across the forest. Monkey business on a sunny afternoon. Jungle life, I'm living in the open. Native beat that carries on. Burning bright, a fire that blows a signal to the sky. I sit and wonder, does the message get to
Hey
you?
Jesse, welcome to the stream. Just sharing things out and then we'll get started.
Hey, Jesse.
It's alright, you won't miss home. Take a chance, leave everything behind you. Come and join me, won't be sorry. It's easy to survive. Jungle life, we're living in the open. All alone, like Tarzan's boy. Hide and seek, we play along while rushing across the forest. Monkey business on a sunny afternoon. Night tonight, give me the other chance tonight. Night tonight, give me the other night tonight. You all play. Night tonight, give me the other chance tonight. Oh yeah. Night tonight, give me the other word.
Hey, Jen.
Hey Jen, welcome to the stream.
It's not done.
One more spot. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Blood Moon Wrestling Federation's Monday night episode of Lifeblood. I'm your host, Crushing Kelly Black. In the background, we've got Chaos Reaper Atticus Black.
Nice.
This is what we got in store for y'all tonight. Inside a steel cage, 2 out of 3 pin submission. We've got Brandon Cuevas taking on DJ Springheel. In a triple threat, Extreme Rules, 2 out of 3 pin only, falls count anywhere. Kasara Utaker, Black Ice, Brian LG, and Matt Storm. Extreme Rules KO, 1 fall to a finish. Paul Utaker taking on Shulky. Extreme Rules 4-way elimination. Falls count anywhere. We've got Wild Mad Outlaw taking on Whisper Bagwell, Isabella, and Azriel Black. Next up will be in the Underground. 2 out of 3 falls, pin sub between Colton Richards and Atticus Black. Triple threat, Extreme Rules KO elimination. Alexander Richards, Turmoil, and Melina Black. Another 4-way elimination, falls count anywhere. We've got Jake Bagwell, Demonia Nightwalker, Chase Nightwalker, and Shadow Press. Then in triple threat submission elimination, we've got Lady Devil, Jen Richards, and Vera Richards. In the main event, Violet Utaker taking on Mrs. Utaker, challenging her to a 20-minute Iron Man match.
That's just 30.
I forgot to. It's actually 20. I forgot to change it to 20 in the name of this custom match. Don't matter. As long as I know that it's the correct 20 minutes, it's fine. Starting us off, Brandon Cuevas taking on DJ Springheel. Hey, Daniel Johnson, welcome to the stream. Coming out first, at 6'9", weighing 275 pounds, from Newark, New Jersey, the rebellious soldier, Brandon Cuevas. And his opponents. At 6'2", weighing 242 pounds, from Transylvania, Romania, DJ Springheel. Hey, Patty.
to the light. Spark my everywhere inside the mouth. Double barrels will rage. Can't lock me in your cage. You see us coming and you all together run.
Leaping neckbreaker onto Quabos right at the start. Brandon fires back, dropping him face first onto the knee, stomp to the leg. DJ kicking him away. Show of power, hoisting Brandon above his head. Brandon dropped right onto the mat. Twisting the foot and ankle. Brandon kicking him away. Leaping knee shot to the face on DJ. DJ with the stomps to the hand. Stomp to the knee. Splash onto Brandon. Kip up. Springboard kick to the face, knocking down DJ. And in the moonsault, connecting. Covered by Brandon. Kick out. DJ sent over the top rope into the steel cage. Brandon flipping him over. DJ with the dragon screw leg whip onto Quabos. Boot to the face knocks down DJ. DJ able to kick him away. Now DJ raining the right hands to the face of Brandon. Shot to the face. Multiple shots to the face. DJ set into the ropes. Drops him face first onto the knee. Shot to the back. Brandon lifts him up, slams him onto his back into the cover. 1 count only. Kick out by DJ. Superman punch to the face of DJ. Brandon with the cover. Kick out again at 1. Blocked by DJ. Kick to the midsection. Shot to the face. Wrapped from behind. Lifts up Brandon. He yeets him into the air and lets him drop to the mat. DJ going onto the top turnbuckle, not trying to escape. There's no escape in this matchup. Went for a aerial maneuver, got slammed onto his back in counter. DJ sent to the ropes. Spear by Brandon into the cover. Kick out at 2. DJ, the reversal, start raining right hands to the face. Stomp to the arm. Elbow shot to the midsection from Brandon. Lifts DJ up. DJ with those elbow shots to fight free. Punch to the face, drops him. Up kick to the face of DJ. Same in return. Brandon sent to the ropes. DJ raining the right hands with mounted strikes. And DJ with the setup into Hell's Gate submission. And first fall going to DJ Springheel. Keeps on going with that elbow drop to the chest. Eyeballing Brandon. Lock up. Brandon by the scruff of the neck. Brandon trying to fight off with those elbow strikes. As DJ by the scruff of the neck. Brings him over to the corner. Slams him face first. Kick to the midsection. Boot to the midsection. Up kick out of the corner. Superman punch. Brandon with the cover. Kick out in one. Hey, Sly. Hey, Carmelita. Covered by Brandon. And Brandon ties it up at one apiece. Springboard crossbody onto the spine of DJ. Goes to the top turnbuckle. Blind elbow drop to the back. Lock up. As DJ up on his shoulders. Drops him with the snake eyes, and DJ's been busted open. DJ continuing to fight back. Beckoning Brandon to his feet. Knee shot. And now Brandon's busted open in matching DJ. Brandon twisting the arm. Boots to the ribs of DJ. Drives the fist to the face. Brandon went for a springboard moonsault. Did not connect. But connected on that spear. Goes for the cover. And that is it. Your winner is Brandon Cuevas. Congratulations to Brandon Cuevas. On to our next match. Triple threat. 2 out of 3 pin only. Balls count anywhere. Coming out at 5'6", weighing 130 pounds, from the outer circle of hell, Kasara Utaker.
But I kept climbing, kept grinding every day, and I kept writing everything I had to say. Now they wanna shut me up, shut me in, shut me out. Yeah, I'd be mad too if someone made me shut my mouth, but it's different when you never had a voice, when no one ever listened, so you never had a choice, never had a path, only people in your way, never had a mask or a reason to be fake. All you had was you and a reason to succeed. All you had to do was keep believing in the dream. All you ever knew was being weak and on your knees, but you're only gonna lose if you don't learn from your defeats. Yeah, gotta make the world know my name. I've got my head in the clouds, my feet on the ground. Yeah, I'm standing out and I am not afraid. With my head in.
Coming out next, at 6'2", weighing 258 pounds, from Arkansas, Black Ice, Brian LG.
The game, baby, you already know. Yeah, I got a bad bitch, she grinding on the pole. Yeah, I said I made it, I ain't make it here alone. Yeah, I got the sour on me, you know I stay stone. And I got that 40 Glock, I put that to your dome. Yeah, she hit my phone, stop hitting my phone. Yeah, she home alone, she gon' do you wrong. Yeah, I'm in my zone, I'm in my motherfucking zone. VVS is if you look at me now. My bloody all up on this ape shit. We the realest one that coming straight out of town. Tell me something, would you bang on me now? Tell me something, would you pay for the drown? I've been up for days, could hardly sleep. Hear the devil, homie, when they look with a smile. I can see it through the hate and the lies. Bitches love it, but they fake in the skies. Pray the Lord if I can make it alive. The jungle real, but the realest survive. Yeah, I've been trapping out the snake. Yeah, if they wanna let them hit. I've been Megatron. With the game, baby, you already know.
And our final competitor. Coming out at 6'2", weighing 228 pounds, from Nashville, Tennessee, Matt Storm. Hey Brandon, your match just before this at the top of the show. Storm with the spear right off the bat on Brian LG. Strike to the face on Kasara. Kasara swinging Storm onto his back. And Kasara then with the wheelbarrow stunner onto Brian. Whips Storm out of the ring and gets caught with that neck breaker by Brian. Shots to the face. Stomp to the back of the head. Storm coming in with the light tube. And Kasara countering back on Brian with that dragon screw. Wheelbarrow stunner onto LG by Kasara, having to roll out. Kasara sending Storm into the ropes, dumps him onto his head. Then the knee shot to the side of the head of Storm. Brian went for a pin attempt on Kasara, but not even in one count. Now just gripping the wrist and Kasara having to drop kick the knee to break free. Storm has LG up against the ropes. Kasara from behind, shock to the back on Storm. Grapple from behind, elbow to the face. Elbow in return from Kasara. And Brian with the suplex, dropping Storm. Springboard shot to the face of Brian LG. Gets speared by Storm into the cover. Busted up by Brian LG. This is 2 out of 3 falls. Brian sent into the corner. Kasara scoop slam onto Brian. Traverses the ropes, goes up top. As Storm comes in with the mannequin arm. Flying elbow drop onto LG. And then a shot with the mannequin arm onto LG. Then over the head and the body of Kasara. Storm with the springboard splash onto Kasara. Then a punch to the face of Brian, who is hanging on the ropes on the ring apron. Brian firing back. Stuns Storm over the top rope. Kasara up top. Maneuver landing onto Storm. Goes for the cover. 2 count only for Kasara. Busted up by Brian. Shot to the face on the return trip from the ropes. Storm with the setup. Massive power bomb on LG. Cover. And busted up at 2. Kick in the midsection by Storm. Lifts up Kasara. Power bombs her. Set up into the Samoan drop. Goes after Brian. Massive clothesline. Knocks him down. Series of strikes under Kasara. Saito suplex. Dropping her under her head. Into the cover. And busted up by Brian. Kick in the midsection. Stunner. Brian with the cover. Kick out at 2 as Kasara was going to bust up that pin attempt. Blackjack onto Brian LG. Shot to the face. Kick to the midsection. Kasara with the running bulldog onto Brian. Calls for Brian to get back to his feet. Springboard drop kick. Knocks him down. Grabs that mannequin arm. Not able to use it. Brian whipping to the ropes. Kasara with the drop kick and not much effect on Brian. And Storm getting involved, and I think Janice may have been the weapon of choice that while he was on the outside. Kasara drop face first onto the turnbuckle. Backbreaker on the Storm by Brian. Teeing off with the mannequin arm. Stomp to the leg. Spear by Storm. Brian sent onto the ring apron. Kasara turns her attention back to Storm. Slams him face first onto the turnbuckle pad. Scoop slam. She traverses the ropes, goes up top. Elbow drop onto Storm. Brian gets back into the ring. She flips over, right back on her feet, but eats a back kick to the face. Brian eyeballing Storm. Leg caught. Into the Pele on Brian. And I think Kasara was going for a spear on Storm. It didn't connect real well. Janice to the dome on Storm. Brian with the shot to the face. Kasara firing back. Drops him onto his back of his head. Spinning back fist onto Brian into the cover. And Storm right there to bust it up at 1. Then the enziguri to the side of the head. Storm. Who is he going after? Leg caught. Shot to the leg from Brian. Janice knocked out of hand. Kasara with the scoop slam on Storm. Now Brian sends Kasara into the ropes. Lariat drops her, and she had him to roll out. Storms a series of strikes, knocks down Brian into the cover. And referee taking his sweet time, trying to get to a count at all. Out the back is Storm. Rear DDT onto Kasara. As Brian comes in with the traffic cone. Shot to Storm. Storm having to roll out, whipping the traffic cone on Kasara. Goes for the cover. Kick out at 1. Boots in the midsection. Stunner into the cover. And Storm right there to bust it up at 1. Springboard into the moonsault. The legs only get landing onto Kasara. Brian picks up Storm, slams him face first into the turnbuckle. Series of strikes, including the elbow shots and mannequin arm to the face of Brian LG, being chucked across the ring by Kasara. Springboard moonsault into the cover. Kick out at 2. Kasara eyeballing Brian. Grappled from behind by Storm and dumped onto her head with a German suplex. Springboard drop kick. Connected with Brian, but also knocking down Kasara. Kasara was trying to get in with some offense. Covered by Storm. Busted up by Kasara. Has it in that submission, but it's pin only. He may be tapping, doesn't help him none. Submissions just wear down your opponent. Shot to the top of the dome on Storm. Cover on Kasara. Kick out. Elbow drop to the spine of Storm. Brian with the leg drop on the back of the arm. Knee drop on the Storm. Slam onto Storm. Flying crossbody by Kasara onto Brian. Back up. Lifts up Brian. Rolling senton. Don't know what she was going for there, but she rolls through. Ends up being dropped under her back with a slam. Brian exiting the ring. Storm going right and continue on right after Kasara. Cutter. Brian sending in those steel steps as Storm grabs the mannequin arm, teeing up on Kasara. And a strike to the face drops Storm. Brian. Counter by Storm. And Kasara getting on the action. Shot to the face on Brian, knocking him down. Blocked by Storm. Set up into the power bomb onto Kasara. Cover. And first fall in Matt Storm's favor. Kasara sent to the ropes. On the way and launch into the air. The kick to the chest on the way down. Storm. Springboard into the DDT onto Kasara. Brian catching Storm in a roll-up. Not even letting him get a chance for the pin. Now it's a tie between Brian and Matt Storm. Lock up. Brian going up to Kasara, but Kasara with the elbow shots to get some separation. Drop kick to the back. Brings Brian to his feet. Face first. Elbow out of the corner. Side slam onto Kasara. Kasara having to roll out. Kick in the midsection. Stunner onto Storm. Brian with the cover. Kick out at 2. And Kasara is smacking her ass for some reason. Going to look for a weapon as Brian drops down onto the spine of Storm. Comes in with the sledgehammer, boot to the face with the super kick. Mannequin arm in hand. Cracks Kasara over the head. Another shot over the head of Storm. Into the cover. Kick out at 2. Storm rolling out. Stunner onto Kasara. Brian going for another shot at the win. And Storm with busting it up but with a stomp to the back. Brian making him pay. Shot to the back. Sends Storm flying out of the ring. Brian working on the arm of Kasara. Misses with the knee drop. Kasara getting out of the way. Slams Brian onto his base. Submission isn't going to get a fall, but it will definitely wear down her opponent. Backbreaker into the bicycle kick to the face of Kasara. Storm brings Kasara to her feet. Set up into that massive power bomb onto the mat, into the cover. And busted up at 1 by Brian. Brian, unable to utilize the barbed wire bat, gets tossed out of the ring by Storm. Kasara's knee driven into the mat. Sledgehammer in hand. Teeing off onto Kasara. Knocked out of hand with those chops to the chest from Brian. Kick to the midsection. Clobber and blow to the back. Kasara firing back with a series of strikes and kicks on LG. Shot to the face. Lifts her up into the slam. Brian is slammed right onto his face by Storm. LG having to roll out while Storm has the light tube in hand. Decides to just stay on the outside and bust it apart on Brian. It is false count anywhere. Cover. And as the referee's getting into position, Kasara spanking her ass while Storm is trying to get the win right in front of her and does not bust it up. Don't know what that was all about, but your winner is Matt Storm. Yeah, she's gonna really be kicking herself with that one. Congratulations to Matt Storm. Coming up next, KO, 1 fall to a finish between Paul Utaker and Shulky.
Checkmate, you don't wanna test me. I will go to my toes and my nose, please. I said checkmate, you don't wanna test me. What a wrestling.
Coming out at 6'10", weighing 320 pounds from the outer circles of hell, the heir to darkness, Paul Utaker.
I dig deep and now you can't teach it. I'm putting in the work where y'all dreaming. I'm scheming, I'm bleeding. Can't count me out if I'm breathing. Not afraid to lose it all. I don't give up, I give it all. Won't let the work be in vain. I push myself through the pain. When I'm up against the ropes, when I'm down without a hope, when they knock me off my feet, that's when I dig deep, that's when I dig deep. When I've had all I can take, when I'm just about to break, and when no one else believes, that's when I dig deep, that's when I dig deep. I said checkmate, you don't wanna test me. I will go to my toes and my nosebleeds. I said checkmate, you don't wanna test me. What a wrestling, that's when I dig deep. I dig deep.
like I'm digging a grave, like I'm trying to get paid, like today's the day, and it's go time.
And his opponent. Coming out at 6'7", weighing 230 pounds. From out of this world, Shoki. Shot to the face from Paul. Leaping spin kick to the face on Shulky. Sets her up. Kamigoye knee strike to the face. Lifts Shulky up. Into a cutter. This is all about getting a knockout. One knockout is all you need. Swinging neck breaker onto Shulky. Stomp to the arm. Wrenching back on the head and neck. Shulky flips him over to break free. Rains the right hands to the face. Stomp to the face. Elbow drop onto Paul. Stomp to the midsection from Shulky. Shot to the midsection, shot to the face. DDT onto Paul. Shulky coming into the ring with the traffic cone, and Paul was going to go high risk. To the outside. Drops down onto Shulky, and now he's twisting the foot and ankle. Hey, Marcus. Hey, Angela.
What's going on, Marcus and Angela?
Welcome to the stream. You've only missed 2 matches? Whatever you miss, catch on the replay. You know the drill. This is one fall to a finish knockout between Paul and Shulky. Paul, reverse power bomb, dropping him face first onto the top turnbuckle. Paul kicking out of the corner. Shot to the face by Shulky. Saito suplex, dumping Paul onto his head. Grabs the traffic cone. And I guess her voice wasn't loud enough, so she had to talk in the traffic cone. Comes to the outside with the traffic cone. Gets Paul in the midsection. Oh, jeez, I think we're going to have another Emma. Now Paul not going to be in his happy place because his butt's going to be hurting all for the rest of the night. Boot to the back of the head. I swear there's no point in calling it a safety cone because there's never going to be anything safe about that thing. Shot to the face. Knocks down Paul. Kick in the midsection. Shulky lifts up Paul. Gamma bomb on the outside. But that's not enough. Gotta make not enough for the knockout. Lifts him up. Sets him up in the tombstone pile driver. No knockout just yet. Brings him back to his feet. Sends him into the barricade. Shulky looking for another weapon. Sledgehammer in hand. Teeing off onto Paul. Knocked out of hand. Paul missing with that knee shot. Has Paul by the scruff of the neck. Face first onto the ring apron. Slams the arm onto the floor. brings him back to his feet. Sends Paul across the floor. Oh, jeez, Patty. Shoki has Paul by the scruff of the neck, sends him back on into the ring. Follows after. Stomp to the back of the leg. Goes up top. And drops right down onto Paul. Paul, being Dark Grigori, knows the dark arts. Playing the lights out, show up out from behind. You already know what's gonna happen when that happens. Leg sweep by Shoki. Misses whatever she was trying to do there. And Shoki gets sent flying to the outside. Shoki looking for a weapon by Janice and cracks it over the dome of Paul. Gets knocked down by Paul. Hey, Celine. Bear hug by Shoki. Paul able to fight his way free. Celine dealing with an injury to the knee after the last matchup she was in. Day by day in her healing, but who knows how long she will be out for it to be fully healed once she's able to return. And Celine's like, sorry, Aunt Shoki, not this time. She ain't rooting for Aunt Shoki this time. Don't listen to Paul. You'll be back in a couple of weeks. Okay. All right, Celine, I bet I'm not going to piss off the patient. Yep, you're my sister from another mister, but I'm still not gonna piss you off. Fair enough, Celine. Elbow to the face on Shoki, hand round the throat, choke slam onto the floor. And Paul going for that Hell's Gate submission. This is just all about getting on, knocking your opponent out. But this is definitely a way to wear down Shoki. But we're talking about a She-Hulk. We'll see how long it takes to really wear her down. Good thing this is a 30-minute time limit. Rear DDT onto Paul. Damon, Evan, Kristen, you're definitely on the right track to trying not to piss off your mom. You're siding with her on this matchup. Oh boy. Yeah. You know how much of a badass your mama is, so yeah. Good boys. Very good boys. Power bomb on the outside. Shoki with that gamma bomb, dropping Paul onto the floor. Hey Celine, I heard the boys have been having some fun time with the with Atticus and I's triplets, Ariel, Cassius, and Felix. Hope they're they're having fun. Hope they're getting along well. Paul was nice enough to offer to spend have the triplets spend some time with y'all and the boys, just with everything that has happened with Hellfire Fireball to my face. Basically giving me a talking to because of how I'm basically cracking on myself about how I'm looking with the burn marks. Shulky kicking away Paul. Oh, Shulky revving up for something. Shot to the face, shot to the midsection. That's a punch to the face, dropping him. Bear hug on Paul. And Paul's tapping, yeah, but this is all about the knockout. Another bear hug applied onto Paul. He is tapping a big time. If only that saved him. Shulky. Oh, leg caught by Paul. Nice sweep of the leg. Now trying to put her in a submission. Shulky, series of strikes, getting into a slug, punch and chopping fest between herself and Paul. Massive punch to the face, chop to the chest in return. And a big old punch knocking down Paul. Teeing off on Paul with the mannequin arm. And round the throat. Paul with that elbow strike to the side of the head. Superman punch to the face. Nacho, if you're lurking anywhere, it's what the game calls the punch. It's as a Superman punch, because I know you're not exactly liking Superman much. Hey, AJ.
What's going on, AJ?
Violet Vera, Diamond Sky, welcome to the stream. Mannequin arm in hand. All teeing off on Shulky. Hey, what's up, Ashley Princess? Welcome to the stream. Boot to the face by Shulky. Rolls out, looking for another. I thought she was going to look for another weapon, but just goes back on in to utilize that mannequin arm. Superman punch to the face from Paul. Double axe handle to the face. Stomp to the arm. Hooks up one arm, pulling back on the face and neck. She's tapping out, but this is about knocking out your opponent. And that is it. That last attempt with the Hell's Gate submission. Shulky passing out from the pain, and that is it. Your winner is Paul Utaker. Congratulations to Paul. Next up, four-way elimination. Falls count anywhere between Wild Mad Outlaw, Whisper Bagwell, Isabella, and Asriel Black. Coming out first at 6'6", weighing 260 pounds. From Sioux Falls, South Dakota, he's the wild one, the last train robber, the mercenary, Wild Mad Outlaw. Isabella looking nervous in the gorilla position. Coming out next at 5'10", weighing 206 pounds, from Texas, Whisper Bagwell.
Cast shadows on my knees, picking strings in the burden grind. Hell bent on playing one last time. Undead fingers pluck that fire string, making it wail and making it sing. Close cold hands on frets of bone. In this graveyard, hell, angels screaming like a bat out of hell, breaking the silence of death spell. Bluegrass riffs meet metal's roar, rattling the gates of heaven's door. And you're in the graveyard playing all night long.
Coming out next at 5'4", weighing 110 pounds, from the Garden of Eden, Isabella.
On this day, I see clearly everything's come to life. A better place and a broken dream, and we'll leave it all behind. On this day, it's so real to me.
After this matchup, we got Colton Richards taking on Atticus Black in the Underground, 2 out of 3 falls.
Chase a dream, another chance to feel, chance to feel I've been defeated and brought down.
And coming out net last but not least at 5'10", weighing 275 pounds, from Omaha, Nebraska, the merciless Asriel Black.
What's that metronome I hear? Perhaps the end is drawing near. You'll never hear the shot that takes you down. Out of time, so say goodbye. What is yours now is mine. And I dream broken dreams. I make them come true.
Oh, the sweet exchange between himself and Shoki. Fun was had no matter who won that matchup. Here we go. Wild Matt going after Isabella, Asriel going after Whisper. Whisper punching her way free of that armbar. Isabella able to kick away the big hoss and Wild Mad Outlaw. Insult to injury, double knees to the midsection. Went for the springboard moonsault and did not connect on Outlaw. Massive punch to the head. Isabella able to kick him away. Whisper going after Isabella. Sends her into the corner. Whisper eats a shot to the back. Sent into the corner by Outlaw. Leaping neck breaker to Isabella by Outlaw. Then stomp to the face as Azriel's looking for a weapon. Takedown into a roll-up on Whisper. Kick out. As Azriel with a kick to the face of Wild Matt. Oh, settling in to check out the rest of the show with Celine and their three boys. Good thing we have plenty of fun places to get concessions. Isabella standing on what hair is on the head of Azriel. Maybe she's standing more on the ears. I don't know. Whisper sent across the floor by Azriel. Goes after Wild Matt. Slams him onto his back. Backstabber onto Isabella. Whisper going after Isabella. As Azriel is trying to whack-a-mole people with that barbed wire bat. Azriel sent face first into the LED ring post. Whisper with the barbed wire bat, not able to utilize it. Azriel dumping Whisper onto her head. While Isabella sending Wild Matt across the floor. Outlaw eating the elbow shots to the midsection from Whisper. Superman punch from Azriel to Whisper. As Isabella was sending Azriel across the floor. Russian leg sweep. Then Isabella eats a drop kick from Outlaw. Outlaw back into the ring. On the hooked up, and Wild Matt dumped on his head with a German suplex for the cover. Only gets a 1 count. Isabella tangling with Whisper on the outside. Azriel eyeballing Wild Matt. Isabella goes right up to Azriel, slams him face first onto the turnbuckle as Whisper's back in the ring. Spear on Outlaw. Whisper with that cover. Kick out at 2. Isabella kick in the midsection on Azriel. Vertebreaker position. Slams him face first. As Wild Matt with the choke slam on Whisper inside the ring. Wrapped from behind on Azriel. Isabella drops him onto the back of his head as Whisper kicks away Outlaw. Isabella with the trash can in hand changes her mind on using it. Whisper continuing her working over Wild Matt. Boot to the midsection. Kick to the spine. Azriel missing with that double axe handle off the top. gets Russian leg sweep onto the floor. Whisper sets up Outlaw for the figure four. And going into the figure eight on Outlaw. Does not tap, though, as Asriel whipping Isabella with the traffic cone. Outlaw dropping down on the arm and shoulder of Whisper. Sits up Whisper. Into the ropes. Outlaw into the ropes. Eats a leg lariat to the throat from Whisper into the cover. And what Whisper, Bagwell has eliminated Wild Mad Outlaw. It's down to Whisper, Isabella, and Asriel. Isabella going out up to Whisper, and Whisper with a flurry of offense. Overhead, dumping her, Isabella under her head. Asriel with a series of kicks, eats an elbow to the head. He sends Whisper back into the ring. And Isabella goes after Asriel. Series of strikes into the leg sweep. Sends Asriel back into the ring. As Whisper is coming out, winds up the arm. Drives the knees into the arm. Whisper brought back to her feet. Sent back into the ring. Inside the ring, Asriel eyeballing Whisper. Whisper lifts him up, slams him onto his back. Goes for the cover. Kick out at 2. Isabella looked like she whack-a-mole Whisper over the dome. Gets speared by Asriel. Up kick to the face from Isabella. Sledgehammer taken away from Whisper by Asriel. And Whisper taking him down into a submission. That is it. Whisper eliminating Asriel Black. She's behind both eliminations so far in this matchup. Now it's down to her and Isabella. And Revy getting ticked off at being considered moody. Isabella slams down Whisper into the submission. That is it. Your winner of the matchup is Isabella. Whisper may have gotten the other eliminations, but Isabella played the long game to get the win. Congratulations to Isabella. Next up, we've got Colton Richards taking on Atticus Black in the Underground. 2 out of 3 falls. Coming out at 5'11", weighing 217 pounds, from Dallas, Texas, Colton Richards.
You can tell me if I mean it, looking in my eyes, cause I've been waiting for my moment to strike. So come close, let me show you what it's like. Yeah, you can try to stand in my path, but you're gonna regret it. I'll be the one who laughs last while I'm making my exit, cause this is only for the strong of heart, not if you get it. And no matter what the outcome, you better accept it. I can cut like the shell, I can marry the pain, so go down for a second, just get out of my way. But you can't still, I'm not letting it go, so take this as a lesson, cause it's all that we know. Will the I become,
And now for his opponent.
I becoming.
Coming out at 6'3", weighing 258 pounds, from Omaha, Nebraska, the Chaos Reaper, Atticus Black.
And I will drag you down and sell you out. Run away.
I am cold like December snow. I have carved out this soul made of stone, and I will drag you down and sell you out. Embraced by the darkness, I'm losing the light, encircled by demons I fight. What have I become now that I've betrayed everyone I've ever loved? I push them all away, and I have been a slave to the Judas in my mind. Is there something left of me to save?
Hey, everybody, welcome to the stream. Taking a break on looking in on Samantha and Morgana. Samantha just had twin boys of herself and Randy Cuevas, and Morgana having triplets of herself and Chase Nightwalker.
Judas in my mind.
As soon as possible, as soon as I can after this show, I will check it. Make sure to visit Samantha and Morgana. Check out the new little ones, the family. Because in my DMs, I was hearing from Chase, while he was also on the search for you when Morgana was in dire need of her mama. Up kick to the face right on Colton. Atticus with the choke slam. Nice Hurricane Rana to counter into the pin. One count only on Atticus. Chops to the chest. Leaping cutter onto Atticus. Kip up by Atticus. Block. Shot to the face. No specific reason having these two face off other than it's a good test for Colton Richards and a great matchup for the show. Simple as that. Atticus a little weeble wobbling. Front somersault DDT busting him open from Colton. Stop to the back. Colton looking for a weapon, coming in with the light tube. Busted over the head of Atticus. Atticus a kick to the back of the leg, then the clothesline. Weapon missing on that spinning back fist, but not those strikes to the midsection on Colton. Atticus with the takedown on Colton. Chop to the chest. Leaping cutter off of the ring apron onto Atticus. Cover. Kick out at 2. Atticus sent towards that barricade. Colton with the takedown. Also, haven't been taught Reaper's Grasp. But no tap out. Excuse me a moment, taking a sip of some caffeine. Kick out at 2 by Colton. Hip up. Series of strikes from Colton. Dropping the elbow onto the chest of Atticus. But Colton got in mind. Shot to the face. In that reverse sling blade onto Atticus. Cover. 2 count only. Welcome to this show, Chase Nightwalker. You are in action tonight. Like 2 matches from now. You're going to be in a fatal 4-way with Jake Bagwell, Demonia Nightwalker, and Shadow Press. And thankfully, now that are able to make it into the server, you'll see all the match cards whenever you're booked. Submission applied onto Atticus, wrenching back on the left leg, but Atticus not tapping out. Back up. Colton sent across the floor. Upwards knee shot to the face, busting open Colton. Atticus with the cover. Kick out at 2. Knee shot to the face on Colton. Colton sent across the floor by Atticus. And leaping headbutt onto Colton. Stomp to the knee. Lifts him over. Sets Colton up into a suplex, dropping him onto his back. Atticus wanting to use a weapon. Has Janice in hand. Over the dome of Colton. Knocked out of hand, kicked to the midsection by Colton. Underhook suplexes. Into the underhook facebuster on Atticus. Oh, nice reversal into the kick to the midsection. Now the series of strikes from Atticus. Backbreaker, STO combination. Now kicks to the ribs and boots to the head. Trying to fire up Colton. Spear by Atticus. Into the cover. Kick out at 2. Cover out by Atticus. First ball in his favor. Series of strikes to the chest. Rolling kick to Colton. Knocking him down. Leaping knee shot to the face. Goes for the cover. And that is it. Your winner of this underground match is Atticus Black. Congratulations to Atticus. Hey, welcome to the stream, Mystique. Never know. Maybe Colton has stuff on his mind. Maybe it's just was nerves because he's going one-on-one with his Uncle Atticus / Godfather. You know? Who knows? Coming up next, triple threat KO elimination between Alexander Richards, Turmoil, and Melina Black. Coming out first at 5'7", 205 pounds, from Houston, Texas, Alexander Richards. Understandable, Colton. Vera has a lot on her mind, and still, with Dustin, a matter of how to bring back Dustin after everything that's been done, what happened to him thanks to Lilith. Yeah. And now, our next competitor, coming out at 6'2", weighing 220 pounds, from Oakland, California, is Turmoil.
Just watch this, I fucking promise. Roll it, do not miss your chance to cop this. Will you capture it, or just let it slip? Or say I wanna be him, cause my rap is tight. No, really, they just give a fuck that I ain't black and white. I'm not anyone else, man, I'm one of a kind. So sit back, relax, and listen one more time. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock, knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, the top lit. Said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock, knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, the top lit. I love the girls that fuck with my music. Getting referrals from the girls, love to booze it. Party and lose it, that's the life I'm choosing. Not losing, that's my 2 cents, so use it. You know I'm back, as a matter of fact. I'm better than ever, never been better. I know that, I wrote that. Sipping on some coke and no jack. Could stare and bitch and take a pic. Kodak, I threaten the game, cause money and fame, they don't affect my brain. It's fucking all the same. I'm sick of hearing.
And our final competitor. Coming out at 5'4", weighing 120 pounds, from Wichita, Kansas, she is the reigning Totally Eclipsed champion, Melina Black. Recently winning the match of the championship at our last pay-per-view reckoning.
If you close your eyes, your life a naked truth revealed.
Second championship she has won in BMWF. Last other one she has won is when the women's Unholy Trinity.
Find me waiting there, you'll see if you just close your eyes. Just close your eyes. If you just close your eyes.
And I said KO elimination in this matchup.
And all I was told I should see. Opinions not mine, the
And I have no doubt throughout if Angelina Matthews is lurking in the slide chat, I know exactly who she's going to pick in this one. AKA Turmoil. No doubt in my mind. No, Vera, you haven't missed your match. It's 2 matches from this one. Lock up between Melina and Turmoil. Melina lifts him up. Turmoil with the elbow shots to the side of the face. Alexander from behind, grappling with Turmoil. Drop kick from Melina. Rushed aside by Turmoil. But Melina continuing on with the knee strikes into the midsection. Melina sent to the ropes as Melina was sent into the ropes by Turmoil, leaping neck breaker onto Turmoil by Alexander. This gets punched to the face of Melina. Knee drop to the back of the head. Leaping knee strike to the face of Alexander by Turmoil. Stomp to the arm. Elbow drop to the spine by Alexander. Melina coming in with the barbed wire bat. Teeing up on Turmoil. And now grappling from behind, Alexander. Now eating elbow shots to the midsection from Melina. Sends Alexander into the ropes. Drop down. Misses with that Superwoman punch. Alexander with the Fisherman Buster onto Melina. Turns his attention to Turmoil and gets cracked in the head with the barbed wire bat. Shot to the face, grab from behind. German suplex into the ripcord lariat from Turmoil. Turns his attention to Melina. Shot to the face. To the back. Sends her into the ropes. Slams her down onto the mat as Alexander goes to look for a weapon. Springboard moonsault by Melina onto Alexander. Grabs Janice. And eats a shot to the face, dropping her. And Alexander gets tripped up by Turmoil. Turmoil dropping Melina face first onto the knee. Goes back after Alexander. Leg caught. Shot to the face from Alexander. Shot to the back. Hip toss into a slam onto Turmoil. Grabs Janet, the barbed wire bat, and gets dropped with that springboard senton into the by Melina. Legs hooked. Alexander grabbing the arms. Stomps Melina face first. Okay, Liliana coming on in with a sense of urgency, needing to speak to Vera. Eventually, we'll see the result, and see what it was so urgent. Oh, really? It looks like Andromeda and Liliana have been behind the scenes trying to help out Vera. Turmoil whack-a-moling Melina with Janice now turns his attention to Alexander. Upwards knee shot to the face. Hey, Wolf Matt, welcome to the stream. Alexander's dragon jewels just got cracked by Turmoil with that low blow. Leaping knee shot from Melina to Turmoil, grabs Janice, goes after Alexander, teeing off on him. He goes grabbing at his knee, and Janice chucked at the face of Turmoil. Turmoil trying to drop kick her, missed. But dropping her face first onto the knee does not miss. Knee shot to the face of Melina, and Turmoil has eliminated her. It's down to Turmoil and Alexander. Alexander teeing up with Janice in hand. Chucks it at Turmoil's head. Beverly Smar, welcome to Blood Moon Wrestling Federation. I'm your host, Crushing Kelly Black. Chaos Reaper Atticus Black, handling in the background, handling the music. Hope you're having a good night. Alexander set it into the air, dropped gut first over the knee by Turmoil. Who's now raring to go? What does he have in mind for Alexander? Oh, just heads up on the mid rope. Shot to the top of the head. Turmoil eyeballing Alexander. Knee shot to the face, does not get a knockout. Continuing on. Double foot stomp, springboard off the top rope. Alexander dumped onto his head. Janice in hand. One shot with Janice, and that is it. With both eliminations, your winner is Turmoil. Congratulations to Turmoil. Now on to our next matchup. 4-way elimination between Jake Bagwell, Demonia Nightwalker, Chase Nightwalker, and Shadow Press. Pressing the button. Coming out at 6'5", weighing 290 pounds, from Houston, Texas, Jake Bagwell.
Blood and fire on my tongue. Mama said, boy, you'll break more than rules, but I was baptized in a devil's pool. Steel on my hip and pain in my past, a trail of regrets I left in the ash. The law wrote my name on a blood red sky, but I ride with ghosts and I don't ask why.
Yay! Something to really brighten up your spirits.
Don't apologize, we ride with scars and truth in our eyes. Ain't no heaven where my kind stays, just broken halos and burning praise. You can curse my name.
Welcome back to Dustin. Coming out at 6 foot even, weighing 150 pounds from Dublin, Ireland. Pneumonia Nightwalker. So take two on Justin's wedding or marriage proposal to Vera Richards. Thankfully, this one is with a happy ending. Congratulations to Dustin and Vera on getting engaged. I know that much. Hell, I gave birth to 5 kids. What does that tell me? Coming out next. Coming out at 6'7", weighing 324 pounds from Atlantis, Greece. Now the proud father of triplets, as of yesterday, Chase Nightwalker. Oh boy. I am not even ready, no. Right, soon I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make it so it's what either way it's not so easy for me to go pop towards the babies. Another set of babies, we're gonna be ancient trying to deal with little ones. So yeah. And last but not least, coming out at 5'11", weighing 241 pounds, from Detroit, Michigan, he is Shadow Price. After this matchup, it's going to be a triple threat submission elimination combination between Lady Devil, Jen Richards, and Vera Richards. But on to this matchup. All 4 competitors are ready. Upwards integrated to the head from Chase on Jake. Demonia set into the corner. Knee strike to the face. And Demonia able to get out of that running bulldog attempt up by Shadow Press. Now, Jake has up Demonia. And out the back in the chop block to the knee. And Chase yeeted across the ring by Demonia. Lock up between Chase and Shadow Press. Chase able to shift his weight to drop down onto Shadow Press. Then leaping knee strike to Jake by Chase, and then he turns his attention to Demonia. Dumps her onto her head. An up kick from Demonia. Kick to the face on Shadow Press, then to the face of Demonia from Jake. Demonia able to fend off Jake, grapple from behind. Lifts him up, out the back, chop block to the knee on Demonia as Shadow Press sends a trash can into the ring. Jake with the kick to the back of the leg of Chase. Shot to the back, and Demonia with Janice cracks Chase in the midsection, gets lifted up by Shadow Press. Elbows to the face to get out of his grip. Shot to the face, chops to the chest, kick to the midsection on Demonia, and Demonia blocking Chase with that, from slamming her face first onto the trash can by doing the same thing to him. 1 count only with that pin attempt. Jake had electric chair onto Shadow Press, guillotine choke onto Demonia, and Demonia fighting out, but Jake with the had Janice in hand, cracks her in the back, has her rolling out, gets set into the ropes, and dropped with that shot to the face by Chase. Kick out at 2. Oh, was that just an atomic drop, or was there a traffic cone on the outside? Yep, I see the tip of the traffic cone out. Demonia's not going to be happy having an enema by traffic cone. For fuck's sake. Inside the ring, we got Jake and Chase. Knee shot to the face from Jake. And Shadow Press battling on the outside with Demonia. Oh, Jake with the 69 stretch on Chase. Is Chase gonna tap out? No. Shimmies on down and up kick to the face. Shadow Press sends back in Demonia. Grab from behind, shot to the back. Chase sent into the ropes. Spear by Jake. Into the cover. Kick out at 2. Shot to the face of Shadow Press. Jake with that electric chair, and Shadow Press punch in the face to get off his shoulders. Then Janice to the back of Shadow Press from Chase, and now he's whack-a-moling Jake. Spear on Shadow Press on the outside by Demonia. And Chase working on the leg of Jake Bagwell. Stomp to the chest. Steers up. Drives the knee to the face of Jake. Blech. I'm getting tongue-tied. 2 count only by Chase. Shot to the midsection from Jake. Shot to the face. German suplex into the ripcord lariat onto Chase Nightwalker. Back body drop on from Shadow Press to counter Demonia. Up kick to the face. Shadow Press sent gut first to the steps. And Jake going to the outside after Chase with that traffic cone. Slant face first onto the ring apron. Oh, Demonia getting up on that barricade. What does she got in mind for Shadow Press? Double axe handles to the dome. Shadow Press sent across the floor. Jake looking for a weapon as Chase has been laid out. As the trash can heads in the direction of Shadow Press. Trash can stolen away. And Demonia with that back slam it from the electric chair. Splash onto Shadow Press. Jake going back into the ring with Chase. Eats a kick to the face. Roll through into a pinning predicament by Bagwell. Kick out at 2 by Chase. Chase sent to the ropes. Spear by Bagwell. Into the cover. Kick out at 2. Demonia has Shadow Press by the scruff of the neck. Sends him back into the ring. Jake wailing on Chase with those right hands. Then the clothesline dropping Shadow Press by Demonia. Jake going up top. Shadow Press with the submission applied onto Demonia, and down goes the referee. No referee down. Demonia able to shake off the submission. Riptide onto Shadow Press. Not even bothering going for a pin attempt. Oh, jeez. Now it's Chase's turn for a damn enema. Well, now he's definitely going to understand the pain that Morgana was in giving birth to the triplets. Oh, God. Oh. What looked like a pop-up powerbomb attempt by Demonia, but got busted up by Jake, I think. Shot to the face on Chase. Lifts him up. Knee shot to the face into the cover. And that is it. Jake Bagwell eliminating Chase Nightwalker. Jake getting right back on into it. The shot to the face of Shadow Press. And Demonia whack-a-moling both men with the barbed wire bats. Dominator by Demonia onto Shadow Press into the cover. Two count only. Traffic cone knocked out of hand. Shot to Jake by Shadow Press.
Chase the first one out.
Yeah, after getting an enema from Jake Bagwell with the traffic cone.
I mean, arguably that makes sense. I mean, when I had my first match back after I had Ezra and Andromeda, I purposely threw myself out first just so I could go spend time with them.
I basically said now he understands how Morgana felt giving birth to the triplets. Well, maybe it's a sympathy vote.
Maybe he does. There is the soul connection, so I'm pretty sure he felt the vast amount of things she was going through.
Hell, he was running around like a chicken with his head cut off trying to find LD.
You fucking think?
Yeah. Hell, in my DMs, and then scurrying all over the hideout trying to find LDL because Morgana was needing her mama. Right now, it's down to Jake and Demonia. Shadow Press haven't been eliminated. Pendulum slamming Demonia under her face. Jake with the cover. And that is it. Jake Bagwell's the winner.
This is where I can't blame Chase for being the first one out. I kind of totally get it.
He wants to get back to those little ones. Okay. Congratulations to Jake Bagwell. Next up, triple threat submission elimination between Lady Devil, Jen Richards, and Vera Richards. Coming out first at 6 foot even, weighing 200 pounds, from the city of Atlantis, Lady Devil. Coming out next, at 5'10", weighing 141 pounds, from Nashville, Tennessee, Jeff Richards. And last but not least, at 5'8", weighing 138 pounds, from Dragon Bella, Vera Richards. Our main event of the night will be between Violet Utaker and Mrs. Utaker. Mrs. Utaker challenged to a 20-minute Ironman. And she had a little, and Tiny Mama had a couple requests in addition to the sticks. Weapons were requested by Violet, and he just added 2 more. So it's gonna be 2 barbed wire bats, 2 flight tubes, and Tiny Mama wanted 2 urns added into the mix. So there you go.
Let's light it up. Let's make this place ignite. We'll do what we like. We're gonna go all night. It's late, but we
This
won't
is
stop.
submission elimination. Balls count anywhere.
Gonna go all night.
Kick to the midsection on Vera. Jen lifts her up. Power bomb. And LD going after Jen, unable to connect. Grab from behind, elbow to the face. LD with the shot on Vera. Jen missing with that springboard kick. Scoop slam onto LD by Vera. Vera gets sent into the corner. Jen slamming her face first into the corner as LD goes out to look for a weapon. Finds Janice as Jen the spin kick into the midsection in the corner. Grappled from behind, shot to the back on Vera by LD. Sends Vera flying to the outside. Goes right on after her. Kick to the face in retaliation for that by Vera. As Jen comes in with the light tube, busts it over Vera. Turns her attention to LD. Sends her across the floor. Vera comes firing back after being blasted with the light tube. Set up into the armbar. But Jen rolls out of the submission. Leg lariat onto LD. As Vera went into the ring to go grab Janice. Boot to the face. Arm hooked. In mid combination, Janice to the back of Jen. And now Vera getting sent across the floor by LD. Mannequin arm to the dome of Jen, and now Jen's been busted open. Mannequin arm knocked out of hand. Series of strikes and kicks to LD, knocking her down. LD turns her attention to Jen on the way back to her feet. Drops her face first onto the ring apron. Kick to the midsection, up kick, shot to the midsection, and a kick to the back of the head. Now Vera going for a Reaper's grasp onto LD. LD not tapping. Kick to the face. Jen teeing off with Janice on both ladies. Grappling from behind. Jen set across the floor by Vera. Jen dropping Vera face first onto the knee. LD goes back into the ring as Jen is headed back on out. Jen going after Vera with a series of strikes. Block. Shot to the face by Vera. LD slams down Jen. Taking strikes and kicks from Vera into the leg sweep, dropping LD onto the floor. Jen missing with that Superwoman punch. Set up into the elbow shots to the side of the head into the submission. No tap out. Superman punch to the face of Vera by Jen. And LD was trying to whack more people with Janice, and I don't know who got busted open. Shot to the midsection on LD. Shot to the face. Jen lifts her up. Knee shot to the face. Jen and LD tag team partners. That's the Mythic Legends here in BMWF. Now Jen going after Vera. Knee shot to the face. Boot to the face of LD, busting her open. Jen. Big knee lift to the midsection on LD. Turns her attention to Vera. Lock up. Sends Vera to the floor. Kick to the... shot to the back from Vera. And now... going into the Reaper's grasp onto Jen. Holy shit, LD looking like she just pounced Vera into the next century instead of the ring apron. Big old headbutt on Vera by LD. Suplex pile driver. Primordial spike by LD. Does not go for a submission. She just follows right after Jen. LD going up top. Double axe handle to Jen. Eats a kick and multiple kicks to from Vera into the spinning back fist. Now Vera going after Jen and submission applied into an armbar. Show of strength by Jen, punching her way free. Kick to the chest. Kick into the midsection return. Spin kick on Jen. Vera dropping the double axe handle to the face. Steps being introduced into the ring by LD. Underhook into some form of a face buster onto Jen. Having to contend with LD. Gets hooked. Swinging neck breaker by LD. LD going up top. Flying elbow drop does not connect. LD sent into the ropes. Kick knocking her down. Springboard maneuver does not connect on LD as Jen coming in with the traffic cone. Hand round the throat and elbow in retaliation to get out of it from Vera, but she gets cracked in the back of the traffic cone. Springboard shot does not connect onto LD for Jen. Elbow dropped onto the spine. Now LD trying to utilize that traffic cone, just got caught trying to talk into it and having to contend with Vera. All the way slam onto Vera. Shot to the face on LD. Jen sent into the ropes. Drops in knee. Vera face works onto the knee. Jen eats a shot to the face. Pulled through the ropes. Vera hooking her up. Working on the arms like a tarantula style, nearly yanking them out of socket. Then the kick to the face, knocking Jen to the floor. Vera back into the ring, gets caught by LD, but elbow shots getting some separation. Grapple from behind. LD fighting back with the shots to the midsection. Jen coming in with the mannequin arm. And busts up whatever's going on between LD and Vera. LD making her pay with a shot to the midsection, but Vera able to fire back, dropping down LD. Claw submission onto Vera. I thought it ended up being an armbar from Vera on Jen. Trying to snap the arm. Claymore kick by Jen. One-legged Boston Crab by LD. Sitting into it. And Vera having to tap out. It's down to Jen and LD. LD launching Jen across the mat. Sets her up with a primordial spike into the mats. Goes back for that traffic cone. Whack-a-mole and Jen. Brings Jen back to her feet. Whips Jen into the ropes. Kick to the face, knocking her down. Sledgehammer in hand, not able to tee off. Kick to the face from Jen knocks her down. Volleyball in LD. Knee shot to the face of LD. But doesn't immediately go for a submission. Goes underneath the ring for a barbed wire bat. Teeing off on the arm. Gets cracked over the head. And Jen grabs Janice, changes her mind. Combination of maneuvers to keep LD close and under control. Pulling back on the arm. Double knees to the spine. Jen set up. Primordial spike by LD. Not thinking to go for a submission just yet. Stomp to the face. Elbow drop on Jen. Traversing the rope, going up top. Double axe handle to the spine on Jen. Grabs Janice. Teeing off on Jen. Jen with the Superwoman punch to the face. Flips her over. Knee shot to the side of the head. Jen, as the traffic cone in hand, heads back outside. Knocked out of hand. And LD gets dropped onto the floor. Jen eyeballing her. Sets her up with the knee shot to the face. But not attempting a submission. Has the mannequin arm in hand this time. Probably thinking LD's not damaged enough to keep her down for a submission. Or maybe they just have too much fun with the weapons, who knows. Underhook of Jen has her lifted up. Slams her face first. Grabs the sledgehammer, teeing off on the body of Jen Richards. LD measuring her. Sets her up again for the primordial spike. Stomped the arm. Chin lock onto Jen, pulling back on the head and neck. And that is it. Your winner is Lady Devil. Congratulations to Lady Devil. And now we're on our main event of the night. 20-minute Iron Man. Disregard the name on the custom match. I accidentally forgot to make it show 20 instead of 30 minutes. Pin sub only. Balls count anywhere between Violet Utaker and Mrs. Utaker. Coming out first at 5'8", weighing 136 pounds. From parts unknown, Violet Utaker. Coming out at 5'6", weighing 190 pounds, from the outer circles of hell. Friends and family call her Tiny, but you can call her Mrs. U-Taker.
Now the world is still. It's just spinning out, trapped inside my head, feeling numb, and there's no song to sing to save me from myself, fading into black.
Right off the bat, going for Reaper's Grasp, but Tiny able to get out of it. Now into a tight lockup between herself and Violet. Chain wrestling between the two. Going into a hammerlock behind the back of Tiny. Wrenching on the wrist of Mrs. U-Taker. Now Tiny working on the arm of Violet. Fight for dominance in this matchup. See who can overpower the other with this chain wrestling. And Tiny gets slammed onto her back. Violet going for the cover. No fall. Springboard moonsault onto Tiny. Kept up by Tiny. Roll through into a bridging pin. Violet able to kick out. Going into an exchange of shots to the face, shots to the chest. Shot to the face to break up that exchange. Tiny going up top. Double axe handle to the back of Violet. Springboard maneuver does not connect. Violet's had it well scouted. Tiny sent into the corner. And Violet, your mama gonna be upset again. You dancing in a match. And Tiny stops Violet from bulldogging her by just sending her flying the rest of the way. Face buster by Tiny. Kick out at 2. Violet catching Tiny in a roll up. 1 count only. Clothesline on to Tiny. Clothesline taking Violet over the top rope. Battle on the outside. Misses with the knee drop. Violet now eating a kick to the midsection. Tiny with the riptide into the cover. Kick out at 2. Tiny sent across the floor. Whatever Violet had in mind missed, and she ate a drop kick alongside that. Violet kicking away Tiny. Stomp to the arm. Winding up the arm, kick to the midsection. One of them earns in hand. Upward strike to the face of Tiny. Sets up Tiny with the silver bullet into the pin. Kick out at 2. Violet gets back into the ring, exits out, deciding to go up top. Double axe handle on the Tiny. Violet went high risk, did not connect, and gets dropped with the Saito suplex by Tiny. Leg drop across the throat. Tiny on that ring apron. Does she have in mind? Springboard maneuver does not connect. Violet had it scouted. Collision with the referee for Tiny. Gets slammed down with that clothesline from Violet. Nice combination of strikes from Tiny. Goes to the mid rope. Flying elbow drop connects into the cover. Kick out at 2 by Violet. Tiny sent towards the ropes. Upwards knee shots, multiple knee shots to the back, and then the rear DDT. Hell's Gate submission applied on it, Tiny. Not able to get her to tap out. Not yet. Violet going back outside to get that urn yet again. Clobbering blow to the back with it. Toss it aside. Going again for a cover. Kick out at 2. Armbar applied on Tiny. Stomp to the arm. Violet eyeballing Tiny. Kick to the midsection. Sunset flip into the Dragon's Bite. And first fall in Violet's favor. Cover by Violet. Another fall in Violet's favor. Violet wrenching Tiny's arm in the corner. Leg caught, switcheroo. Tiny gets a running start. Running elbow to the face of Violet. Goes to the ring apron, has something in mind. Springboard does not connect yet again for Tiny on Violet. Tiny sent to the corner. Back slam into the corner. Up kick out of the corner by Tiny. Clothesline by Violet. Violet's slant face first. Kick to the midsection. Collision between the two competitors. Oh, leg caught. Spin into a grapple from behind and a nice takedown by Tiny. Looked like Tiny maybe been going for a Meteora or something. Did not connect to the just landed on the floor. Gets dropped head first. Barbed wire bat in hand up by Violet. Teeing off on the back of the leg. Into the cover. Kick out at 2. Pendulum slamming Tiny under her face into the cover. And another fall in Violet's favor. Drop kick. Leg sweep on the way to back to her feet from Violet. Then the up kick to the face from Tiny. Power slam onto Violet. Elbow drop to the spine. Knee drop from Tiny. Shot to the face. Drop from behind. Shot to the back. Elbow, the knee, backstab, backbreaker onto Violet. And Tiny with her first fall. Violet sent across the floor. Meteora up the top onto Violet. Kick to the midsection. Tiny with the riptide into the cover. And another fall in Tiny's favor. Long blower onto Violet. Violet sent across the floor. Cover by Violet. Another fall in her favor. Submission applied onto Tiny. No tap out. Takedown into Reaper's grasp. And she gets her to tap out to Reaper's grasp. Another fall in Violet's favor. Sets her up for the silver bullet into the cover. A 6 fall in Violet's favor. Tiny sent across the floor by Violet. Back into the ring goes Violet, beckoning Tiny to come and follow her. And dives right through the ropes into a tornado DDT on Tiny. Light tube in hand. Kick the midsection. Riptide onto Violet into the cover. And a third ball in her favor. Tiny slammed onto her face. Kick to the spine. Tiny set back into the ring by Violet. And Violet dancing in a match yet again. Springboard into that like standing shooting star press, but it ended up being like a headbutt connecting instead. Cover. Seventh fall in Violet's favor. Grabs that urn. Tries to crack her over the head. Not working. Tiny with a shot to the face. Lifts her up. Drops Violet first onto the top rope. Springboard into the flying crossbody. Brings Violet to her feet. Or just to a knee. Drop kick to the face. And the urn in hand, upward shot to the face, sending ashes all over the place. Cover. And a fourth ball in Tiny's favor. Violet firing back. Set up into the Dragon's Bite. And an eighth fall in Violet's favor. Kick to the back of the leg. Kick in the mid, multiple kicks in the midsection to the legs. Send the discus shot to the face on Violet into the cover. And a fifth ball in Tiny's favor. Series of shots kicked in the midsection into the DDT on Violet. Tiny eyeballing her in the corner. Drives the boot to the face. Blocked by Violet. Tiny set into the ropes. Drop down. And not much coming out of that exchange. DDT onto Violet. Tiny has her up. Pop-up powerbomb into the cover. Another fall in her favor. Violet lifts up Tiny. Drops her with the snake eyes, busting her open. Goes to the mid rope. Misses with that knee drop. Tiny able to get out of the way. Just comes firing right back with those series of shots into the armbar. No tap out. Chops to the chest on Violet. Sends her into the ropes. Drop down. Leapfrog. Sets her up. Slams her down onto her face and goes out of the ring for a weapon. Picking up that light tube. Heading on back in. Busts the light tube right over the leg. Flips her over. Leg sweep on the way back to her feet from Violet. Kick in the midsection. Set up once again into the... Oh, just a code red this time. And a pin attempt, getting another fall in her favor. We got less than 50 seconds in this matchup. Springboard into the shooting star press onto Tiny. Eyeballing her. Tiny Weeble wobbling on her feet as Violet goes up top. One-legged drop kick off the top to the face. Brings her back up. Chop to the chest. And a natural selection dumping Tiny under her face. Cover. And a 10th ball in Violet's favor. Now, as the time runs out, she's right in the middle of a Stun Dog Millionaire Stunner on the Tiny. Your winner of this matchup is Violet Utaker. Quite a matchup. Well, everybody, that's been our show for tonight. I want to thank everybody who stopped in for the live episode, whether for a minute, an hour, the whole freaking show. Much appreciated. I want to thank everybody who will be catching this on the replay. Appreciate all the love and support. Stay tuned for in the chats to see what is going to be coming up for Wednesday's Moonlit Savagery.
I will be live tomorrow night around 7 p.m., 8 o'clock for CRW.
So, until Wednesday's BMWF, stay tuned for an episode of CRW for tomorrow night. Have a good evening.